Columbine by Dave Cullen, who spent 10 years gathering information to put the book together.
This is Eric Harris. He was born on April 9, 1981, and was born in Wichita, Kansas. He had a military haircut, pointy nose, sloping forehead, and was very tall. He was smart, smoked weed, drank, and partied. This is Dylan Klebold, born on September 11, 1981, in Lakewood, Colorado. He was tall, had curly long hair, was smart, not so cool, attended football games and school plays, and he too worked at Blackjack with Eric. Dylan had chronic depression.
Go.
This slide is about how Eric and Dylan planned their attack on Columbine High School. Leading up to the shooting, their daily activities consisted of working at Blackjack's, where they planned out some ideas about the shooting. They got guns from their friend Robin, who after the shooting couldn't believe that she was a helper in this horrible disaster. They made and tested bombs in Eric's basement. Dylan and Eric kept a journal of when and what would happen on April 20th. After the shooting, we are told that both Eric and Dylan had previous records of theft, and Eric's website had all the details about the shooting. Dylan and Eric both made goodbye videos for their parents before the disaster.
Our first takeaway is everyone has a secret. The textual evidence that proves that our first takeaway is true is on page 210. Tom and Sue never felt what was going on in that head. Our second takeaway is people are not always as they seem. The textual evidence that shows that our second takeaway is true is on page 146. They were just like everybody else.
Pay attention to the little things in someone else's life, because you never know what is actually going on in their life, like Dylan with depression and Eric, who was like a psychopath.
Here are some pictures showing the damage that will never be forgotten, April 20th, 1999. There is a picture with the plan of the route taken of Eric and Dylan themselves on the school security cameras. There is also some pictures after the shooting of friends and family crying over friends who died and their tombstones all lined up together.
On April 20th, 1999, a seemingly normal day at Columbine, but one that will go down as one of the worst school shootings in American history. This day, Eric and Dylan unleashed their anger onto the human race toward their school. In their wake, they left 13 bodies, including one teacher, dead. The Columbine victims will never be forgotten, and the survivors will always be supported by our nation.